Because someone failed to follow proper medical procedures? Can a hospital be held responsible? Can a doctor be sued? And what rights do patients actually have under Nigerian law?
Solid as stone, every step we take, precision home. From the first handshake to the final word, a standard of excellence always assured.
Medical negligence occurs when a healthcare professional fails to provide the standard of care expected from a reasonably competent practitioner, and that failure causes harm to a patient. Medical negligence occurs when a healthcare professional fails to provide the standard of care expected from a reasonably competent practitioner, and that failure causes harm to a patient. When a healthcare provider acts carelessly, ignores accepted medical standards, or fails to take reasonable precautions, and a patient suffers harm as a result, that may amount to medical negligence.
To succeed in a medical negligence claim, 4 elements must be established: duty of care, breach of duty, causation, damages. These principles are settled. However, what truly matters is how they are applied. What is duty of care? The moment a doctor-patient relationship is formed, a legal duty of care arises. The healthcare provider is obligated to act in the patient's best interest, in line with accepted medical standards. Second is breach of duty. The claimant must show that the practitioner failed to meet the standard of care that a reasonably competent professional in the same field would have provided under similar circumstances. Third is causation. This is very important. It's not enough to show that a mistake occurred. The claimant must prove that the specific mistake actually caused the injury, worsening condition, or death. And finally, damages. There must be actual harm. This may include physical injury, emotional suffering, financial losses, permanent disability, or even death. If any of these elements cannot be proven, the claim may fail. Let's look at some common situations that frequently give rise to medical negligence claims. One example is surgical errors. Imagine a patient undergoes surgery and surgical instruments, gauze, or other materials are accidentally left inside the body. Another example is misdiagnosis or delayed diagnosis. When a doctor fails to correctly identify a condition or delays treatment unnecessarily, a manageable illness may develop into a life-threatening condition. Medication errors are also common. This may involve administering the wrong medication, prescribing the wrong dosage, or making errors during anesthesia. Another important area is informed consent. Under Nigerian law, patients have a right to understand the risks, benefits, and alternatives associated with medical treatment before agreeing to it. If a patient is not properly informed before a procedure, legal issues may arise. Finally, poor post-operative care can also amount to negligence. A successful surgery means little if the patient is not properly monitored afterwards and serious complications are ignored. These are the types of mistakes that can lead to serious legal consequences. When assessing medical negligence in Nigeria, the court typically examined diagnosis and clinical reasoning. Was appropriate assessment carried out, including tests and imaging were indicated? Informed consent, were risks and alternatives explained? And was consent properly obtained or properly excused in an emergency? 2. Competence and delegation, were clinical tasks delegated to qualified professionals or to untrained persons? 3. Response to red flags. What went wrong? Court scrutinized 4 key areas. Were severe symptoms like pain or infection escalated promptly? Do the records and continuity of care support the hospital's narrative? If you believe you or a loved one may have been a victim of medical negligence, the first thing you should do is obtain and preserve all medical records relating to the treatment. Secondly, keep copies of prescriptions, laboratory results, hospital bills, photographs, and any communication with the hospital or healthcare provider. Thirdly, consider seeking an independent medical opinion from another qualified specialist. This can help determine whether proper medical standards were followed. What should victims of medical negligence? You may be entitled to compensation, disciplinary action against the practitioner, or other legal remedies available under Nigerian law. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe.